Hey there, welcome back to Sea Power. Welcome back to clearing out a minefield between a couple of Turkish islands. These minefields are not alone, they're being protected by a submarine, there are some air threats around, and unfortunately I have already lost some units. So now I'm down to a few, which will have to clear out 4 minefields with mines they can barely pick up on sonar. This is going to be a challenge. Still cannot find the mines? No, 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 no. If this thing searches, it will find me. Preemptive noisemaker. Using RBUs against the torpedo, no joy. Stay behind it. Geesh. Dancing around a torpedo is a very dangerous game. Noisemaker out. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Bad torpedo. No, 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 no. I was wondering, is that gonna hit? It did. And that probably crushed the ship. Yeah, now you're dead. Everything's been destroyed. You're done. Okay. Arguably, we should be right next to a bunch of mines. I still don't get that a ship can't see them. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I can use with free camera. Sort of. And figure out where the mines are. And then I can use a depth charge launcher against it. I only got 24 of them. So it's supposedly to the east. So that's a bearing 090. Yeah, see, there's one. Okay, this is cheating for beginners. My camera position is now directly under the mine. So what I can do now, on paper, is go after this with a depth charge. We have disarmed a mine! You did? And you did that how? I have no idea. What are you up to right now? Not much. Alright, let's have you come home. Get some new weaponry on you. Although, hold on. This thing doesn't have a great range. It's got a 5-mile range. You're gonna hunt down that E3. Go to 15,000, that's where they're at. We're gonna hunt that thing down and eliminate it. There is supposedly one unit coming in-ish, but they're changing course. 330, it's about northwest. Not that big of a deal. And I still have to find a submarine. The MPK-10 has now been completely toasted. And you are performing your pop-up and promptly dive-bombing run against 7049, but I think you kind of missed it. Be careful, because these things might shoot you. Can we do a gun run against that? Is that going to be enough? No idea how much damage those parvens can absorb. And if a 23mm gun's going to be enough to take them out. But it's a fun little scenario. I'm interested in trying it out. Oh, we're shooting them up alright. Question is, how much damage did that really do? Judging by the amount of fire that they have aboard, I'd say quite a lot. But, is that enough? I don't know. Let's go straight for small AAA. Is that Mi-14 here yet? Still approaching. Okay. If you need AAA debt, you just strafe it. I mean, it's still 1991. Hostile torpedo! Damn it. Up. Run! Run, run, run. Right into the Parvin. I think the Parvin doesn't have a whole lot left. This thing's probably shooting at the MiG-23. And it's got it. Okay, so a AAA gun is not as safe to strafe as a Parvin. Who picked up that torpedo? The T-43K says that. Okay. These things aren't quick, are they? 21 knots top speed. We need to eliminate that submarine. This torpedo, I think, puts the submarine a little bit closer here. Yeah, a bit more closer to the western side. Mi-25 is on station, but it doesn't really have anything to do, so go home. Go load up with more AA. Oh, sorry, more surface-to-air missiles. No, air-to-air missiles. You got 500-pound bombs. Let's go hit that AAA site. Go. Low-level ingress, that's fine. What could possibly go wrong? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you to go home. Get some different ordnance. Do we have any jets home? Not really. We got one 23 and that's it. The rest is RTB. Okay, so we're going to have to wait for that. You should be closing nicely against that E3A, which definitely knows that I'm coming. I think he's not really going to have much of a recourse. The only problem I see is that I get literally one shot at this. Because after that, I have no more missiles. And this thing has a surface-to-air range of about 5. So don't get closer than that. And you'll find yourself going down pretty swiftly. This thing is still loitering. 17 miles out. Oh, I can't wait to hunt down that submarine. Stop. 13 miles. Own speed, almost 600 knots. Their speed, 110. 8 miles. 7. Range on this missile is 5.4. So we should be in range. Let's give him a little bit more leeway. Shoot. Oh wait. Okay, we're going to turn around. We're going to go back to base. And you, my friend, are going to knock down the E3A. Thank you very much. Okay, that's done. We can now tell you to go back north. I'm not going to tell it to RTB directly, because I'm a little afraid of all those AAA sites. Go to 39,000. I'll get your longevity up a little. Okay, so here's the thing. I can barely shoot this guy, and they can barely shoot me. Best I got's a 14.5mm, and a 37, but 37 isn't in range yet. So we'll have to kind of close the distance a little bit, and see if we can get close enough to knock this thing out with some small caliber fire. The situation around the submarine has escalated to the point where it's also sunk the T-43, so I'm down to 2 ships. These two are going to have to clear out these 2 minefields together. Good luck. At least I might be able to get some revenge, finally, as I have my soda boys being deployed momentarily. I think these waters are shallow enough that we don't need to look for things below the layer, because there probably isn't any. We just need to find one quiet diesel-electric submarine, which has been making my life very unpleasant lately. So let's see if we can find this bastard. Yes, we can. They've already sent out another torpedo. Good morning. Unknown type. I only have 2 torpedoes, so better make these count. They're doing 2 knots heading east. I'm not sure where that last DM2 is supposed to be going, because you've already sunk my ships. I don't think they can really find anything here. Moving to choir. Or not. Come on, are you gonna drop on them or not? Do we need to take charge of this helicopter again? I need to take charge of this helicopter again. Alright, so we're gonna turn left. I think he's in minimum range and the AI doesn't quite understand how to make that work. Still don't know what type of submarine we're dealing with. Engage. Torpedo away. It's a diesel electric something. Do they know? They don't know. So no towed array. As is typical with a diesel electric. Let's just drop an active buoy for good measure. I think we might be dealing with one of those French or... No, not a French. Like a Swedish sub. There we go. Active return. Still don't have any classification on them, which is weird. Normally it's going to eliminate things going, okay, it's not this, it's not that. Yeah, it's one of those bastards. It's a German. It's a, what, it's a 212? Boom. That looked a little weird, but they've been hit, alright. Confirm that suspicion. Submarine. It's a patrol sub. I'm sorry, it's a 206. It's a 206 or a 205. The difference is their prop. Let's go classify this guy. Whoops. That was a bit much. Yeah, it's a 206. And they are coming up for air. Alright, well you know what that time is. Selfie time. Hello. No, you've just sunk already. I hate it when they do that. Yeah, he's done for. Well, he's done his work. His violent work. Because he definitely eliminated 2 of my ships all by himself. Didn't need a whole lot of help from anybody else. He just... Well, he took them out. And, if I let him, this Parvin might very well do more. This thing might be able to throw a missile at it, eventually. If I get extremely lucky, this DM2 is going to find the Parvin. I think that'd be funny. I just doubt they'd actually search that much. Let's see how it ends up. Also, we're going to throw an active sonar... Are you getting shot at? What the hell? You're definitely getting shot at, dude. By what? What the f... What is shooting up my helicopter? That's definitely some sort of tracer fire. Coming from what? A guy with a PKM lounging in the ocean? What is that? I can't see anything. My radar isn't picking anything up. What the hell? We've been hit by Sea Whiz? From what? There's nothing here. What the hell? There is positively nothing here. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. What exactly am I fighting? This is all the launchers and the radars for the Hawks. We got bog hammers. There's a second submarine. Okay, we got a P3 apparently. Huh? There's 2 Parvins in the mission. One's alive, one's dead. Map center unit, that's the alive one. That's the dead one. Surely you haven't been shooting me, have you? You don't even have a Sea-Wiz. Unless it was I don't know, a submerged 20mm gun from the Parvin that took out my Mi-14? That's weird. That's really weird. At any rate, now I know that there is a second submarine about. Yay. We're gonna have to search for a second submarine. And we still have to clear out 3 more minefields. So that'll be a bit of work. My assets are running a little low. I got the Tu-142, which I guess is going to have to pull double duties as not only an aerial observer, but also in the role of being an anti-surface craft. Oh, sorry, an anti-submarine craft. Yeah, you just passed your friend. Maybe he's still going to go into search mode, this torpedo. No. Okay, great. Alright, so we're going to have to shift our plans a bit. I only have 123 flogger available. I'm going to use that in a strike precision with a couple of carries. And eliminate that AAA site. So that I can start dropping sonobuoys with some of the... with the DTU-142. And as for the mine hunters, well, they're kind of going to have to stay where they are. Until we know exactly where that second submarine is at. Okay, so I only just noticed I have a second airbase. Good lord. F4, Foxbats, Floggers, SU-24, KA-25, KA-27, and my 14. Jesus. I completely missed this second airbase. I wouldn't be surprised if you've already written a comment at this point going, hey dude, you got a second airbase. Yeah, I know, I found out now. Also, I still find it amusing that some of you seem to think that I can read a comment and promptly adjust the video that I have already recorded. That's not typically how recording videos works. At any rate, I'm going to send up this KA-27PL for ASW. I'm not sure why we have a DC-10. I'm not going to kit that out with anything. Although I guess you could use that as, what, an observation craft? Does it come with a radar? No, just a Mark 1 eyeball. Well, I guess it could fly over a minefield and see if it can find something. Off you go. As for the rest, MiG-27 Flogger. Seed run, no thank you. SU-24, yeah, it's just... I guess anti-ships can work, because we still got those bog hammers around. Let's get one of those up. And then the Mi-14s are going to go ASW loadout. Right, nice, we have a second airbase. Let's go put it to good use. And sorry for not noticing it sooner. After having cleared out the small AA, as well as the second Parvin, it's now time to go after the bog hammers. Arguably, it's a bit of a big weapon to use against a bog hammer. But hey, these things gotta go. They're inside of a minefield. And I think the safest way to push my minesweeper into that is by eliminating these little things first. Because they might look cute and everything, but those rocket pods up on the roof are no joke. You really do not want to get hit by those. Of course, they arguably should be on the offensive. But the AI ran them into the ground, and seemingly has no way of figuring out how to get them off the ground again. So, unfortunately for them, that'll be it. There's one down. And here goes the second one. Okay. At this point, the SU-24 is going to go back to base, and we can start pushing in with the minesweepers. Ish. I'm saying ish because there is still a submarine about. And I'm going to find that first. So, the helicopter swarm is coming in, eventually. And now I can also send in the Tu-142. If I were a submarine, and I was sort of tasked with engaging this perimeter, there's already one of my compatriots down there. And I'm thinking I would be here. Few reasons. One, if they would have wanted to engage me, they would have done it already if they were directly in line. These submarines have a torpedo range of, I think, about, yeah, 10 miles. So if they wanted to shoot at these ships, they would have done it if they were positioned here. They had the range. So they're not inside this area. That leaves them with a potential to be here or there. This is possible, but I rather doubt it. If they are going to be very patient, they could decide that they take a position somewhere to the southwest, which would be here. So that if I then come in to engage that minefield there, they will torpedo me. It's a nice layer to defense, and I'm very curious to see if I will actually get a result. Oh, you've been shot down by the mysterious Suez again. Seriously, this is some sort of weird bug. Sorry, Kiki's delivery service. Toast. Yeah, this entire area is a no-fly zone. I'm not sure what sort of Leviathan is lurking in the depths, but we'll have to eliminate it somehow. I wonder if my minesweepers can get in there without getting blown up. They very well might not, actually. They very well might get blown up. Oh, right, you're the one without the search, or without the search radar. You got the search radar. You're just the killer. Okay. See, over here it looks like they're about to run aground. But they still got some distance, so they'll be fine. Now, here's the Tu-142. We are up way too high, of course. I should have put you down when I had the chance. Okay, that sounds rather aggressive. That's not how I meant it. What I'm going to do is throw out some passive sonobuoys above the layer. Here, 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 here. No. No, no, no. Let me rephrase. Dude, get down. Thank you. Put a sonobuoy there, where I suspect there might be one of those sneaky bastards. 15,000 feet. We'll just have to take a few sweeps before we'll be able to do that. 6,000 feet. 5,000. 4. 3. Come around. We've got a new ESM intermittently. There's a plane doing some sort of loops over there, but I'm not really concerned about it. Okay, let's go again. Give me a sonobuoy around that position where I suspect a submarine could be. Let's see if I'm right. Buoy away. Nothing on the first buoy. Going 2. 3. And the last one here. Are you going to be annoying about it again? Yeah, you are. This thing turns like a brick. P3s are not very maneuverable, but I think these things are worse. I, for one, wouldn't really position my submarine down here, because your firing arc between these two islands is so narrow. Come on. Just drop a sonobuoy, dude. It's not rocket science. And you definitely had enough lead there. Helicopters. K-27 is nice and fast, coming in at 157 knots. The rest of them are a little slower, but definitely a lot faster than a submarine. Okay, if it's not here, where else can be expected? Let's see what we can find here. Okay, drop the buoy. Nothing yet. Give me another buoy down there. Vampires? What? What? Where? What? Wow, you even intercepted it? You intercepted a tow missile. What? Who is throwing tow missiles at me? A Bradley? They got a Bradley out here? That would explain the mysterious... Oh! Hold on. I think this Bradley is underwater. And yes, that's as weird as it sounds. Motherfucker. That's why I couldn't see it, that's why it didn't show up on radar, and that's why I cannot kill it. We got an underwater Bradley. Which apparently is perfectly capable of throwing tow missiles at my ships. I'm gonna do some divine intervention and kill it off, because this thing is cheating. This is something they really need to fix. Land warfare needs a fix in general, but in particular, you need to have absolutely no ability whatsoever to have surface units drive underwater. I'm not sure if that's possible. It just... I don't know. There has to be some sort of fix, because AI units especially will do that. They will drive underwater for no particular reason. And that's what shot down my aircraft. Both of them, in fact. Okay, no submarine at the suspected sites. Interesting. I'm gonna throw down an active sonar buoy to see if I can spot a mine over here. I'm not sure if that'll work. Are these high-frequency mines? Oh, sorry, high-frequency buoys? Unknown. Buoy away. Oh! Okay. Well, I did get it wrong. There's the submarine. Interesting. So he did take a position here where he could shoot you if you're passing him. Alright then. I think I've somehow messed up the AI because I'm not able to take control of this submarine, which is not what I want to do. I want to engage this thing. I think the whole mission's kind of gone into the shitter at this point. With units driving underwater. Torpedo away. I'm not even sure if this submarine has any orders. Because it's not doing anything. In such weather conditions, the most effective way to search for moored mines is from helicopters. You can use the Mi-14. At a height of 20 meters, they detect mines well. What? Okay then. Well, at least the submarine woke up. Better late than never. But too late anyways. That ought to be them eliminated. Okay, so the good news is we can search for mines using a helicopter. The question is, can we actually eliminate them? Oh boy. At this point, you're rushing into this minefield head first. You are the one with surf search. New visual contact. 7169er. What is that? What did you see? The T-142 saw something. You didn't see a sonar buoy. I find that very hard to believe. So what did you see? Faded. Okay. 717. Oh, no, 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 no. These bastards are at it again. And I have absolutely no way to shoot them. So I think that'll be it for the mission, because I have no way to get those things out in time. And if they take out my mine layer, sorry, my mine sweeper, that'll be that. There's no way to take that out. Look at this go. Oh, boy. Yeah. Good night. Mission failed. Oh, well. Oh, well. You can't win them all. You cannot win them all. And I don't mind that. I don't mind showing that I lose frequently at this game. Every time I come back stronger, every time I go, okay, so that didn't work, and what else could I have done? What else could I do better? And especially with all the comments, it is making my progress, hopefully, pretty fast. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the mission. Not a success, but an interesting one nonetheless, with the minefields, the hidden submarines, and, of course, my complete lack of anti-air options. If I'd had more of my MiG-25 PDs on patrol, maybe I could have prevented this. These things did come in low, still, I might have been able to prevent it. Thank you for watching, I hope you've enjoyed the mission, let me know what your thoughts are below, and I'll see you soon for more.